staying with cancer, we understand that fight against cancer is not just medical, it's not just mental. A lot of it is just finding the physical strength to go on. So we thought we'll turn to our in-house yoga guru, Akshit Chawla, to take you through what exactly can one do when in recovery on cancer. Good morning, Akshit. Thanks so much for joining us again. Quickly take us through then, what is it that you can do physically? We understand that when people are undergoing cancer treatment, you are left with no physical strength, you can barely eat. In those moments, are there some easy and also helpful exercises, pranayams and poses that one can do?
Thank you so much, Sonal, for having me again here, and good morning. First of all, what a story it is. It's such an inspiration to see this child fighting through, and I think it gives a lot of motivation to all the survivors. Thank you for bringing the story to us. And as we enter into the segment today, we'll be touching 3 aspects of the yoga practice, which will help us prevent cancer, fight cancer, and build that strength in the body post your treatment of the cancer. And the first aspect that we are touching today is the asana, the physical body, your Annamaya Kosha, right? And the first pose, the set of poses that we'll be understanding is the best practice that has been given to us by yoga, which is the Surya Namaskar, right? Now, how to practice? Let's just directly enter and see. We'll come to the top of the mat, keep your legs together, your body straight, your hands in Namaskar. Very slowly inhale, try to breathe properly in every pose. Take your arms up, arch your back a little. Exhale, very slowly coming down, hands next to your feet, head to the knee. If that's difficult, you can bend your knees. Inhale next, taking your right leg back, putting your knee down, looking forward. Exhale, taking your left leg back into the plank position. Inhale, knees down, exhale, chest and chin down. Try to keep your hips up. Inhale up into Bhujangasana. Nicely arch your back. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down. Exhale, left foot forward, slowly bringing your head to the knee again. Inhale, lengthen, nicely arch your back, palms join looking up. Exhale, Namaskar. Right, that's half a round of Surya Namaskara, which was your right leg back in front. You can do the same thing from the left side also, and that will complete your 1 round. Now, as per your capacity, your capability, you can choose to do 1 round, start with 1 round, enter into 3 rounds. Probably 11 rounds, 21 rounds, and slowly and gradually you can increase the number of rounds. Just consult with your yoga teacher once on what variation also you should be doing. If your body is a little weaker right now, if you are going through the disease, you cannot take up that much of movement. We have a lot of variations. Use the props, use a table, use a chair. A lot of variations can be used in Surya Namaskar, right? It's the best practice to do. It not only makes a rich oxygen blood to each and every part of your body, but it also increases the metabolism, which is very, very good to fight any kind of disease in the body, right? The next pose that we enter into is called as Vajrasana. Now, Vajra in English is called as a thunderbolt. It's a beautiful pose to do. When? After food. Whenever you are having any meal, try to sit in Vajrasana for at least 10 to 15 minutes post that. Now imagine there's a sponge that you have in your hand. You just put it under a tap of water. It collects all the water inside. And you crush the sponge nicely. You squeeze the sponge. The water will rush out of the sponge. It's the same thing that happens when we are sitting in Vajrasana. With our legs folded, the blood flow rushes upwards towards our abdomen. And once that happens, it burns the digestive fire. And once the digestive fire is ignited, the digestion is fast paced or fast processed in your stomach, which not only lets the digestion become quicker, but also removes anything stale that is lying here from your stomach. So the lesser the stale food is there, the lesser the bacterial growth is inside your stomach, and more your lesser the diseases are there in simple understanding. Lesser bacteria, lesser diseases, right? And while also sitting in Vajrasana, you can make Apana Mudra. Apana Mudra is with your thumb, your middle finger and ring finger touching each other, hands resting onto your knees nicely. We can stay here and try to stay for 10 minutes. If that's difficult, 5 minutes initially should not be a problem as well. It's also called as a Mrita Sanjeevani Mudra. Mrita Sanjeevani basically means that gives you a little longer life. So everything has to do with your stomach. Better digestion, you probably will live longer. Right? So the third pose that we can enter into is called as Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Nicely lie down, keep your knees folded at a very relaxed distance. You can keep your heels a little away from your hips, your hands down. Now from there, just inhale, push your hip up. Try to keep your body straight. Nicely try to tuck your chest to the chin. And we can again hold here starting from 10 seconds to 1 minute as per your level. This is called as Setu Bandhasana. Now Setu, as you understand, is a bridge. It's a bridge pose. We try to strengthen the whole trunk till the legs, strengthening the bridge from head to the knees. Very, very good pose to do. Right? The fourth one that you can practice is called as a Viparita Karni, where you lift your legs up, push your hips up, keep your body a little inclined, nicely support your lower back with your hands and try to stay here. Now what we are doing here is that we are reversing the flow of the blood to the top of the head, towards your neck, activating your hypothalamus, your pituitary, your thyroid gland, your digestive organs, everything here. Again, a great pose to do. You can take the support of the wall in case initially if it's difficult to hold. 10 seconds to 1 minute hold again. And the last pose that we should be doing, which we 100% should be doing, is called as Shavasana. Again, a great pose to do. Just lie down comfortably. Keep your palms a little away from your body, eyes closed, legs a little wider, and just relax here. Now, while you are relaxing, just try to emphasize your focus on each and every part of your body while keeping your eyes closed. Spend 5 to 10 minutes here, and then slowly and gradually just lift up. Right? Just try to include all these poses with whatever you are doing. If, for example, if you have something to do with your throat, if it's a throat cancer, there will be specific poses which will benefit this part of your body. But with that, you can always include these poses which we have done today. And the second aspect that we are entering is the pranayama, the breathing practice. Again, a very, very major and important practice to do. And the best practice to do here or to practice is called as Anulom Vilom. Anulom Vilom is alternate nostril breathing. What this practice will do to you is that it will balance both of your sides, your right side and your left side. Now, why is it important? Is because our lifestyles are such that we are going from left to the right, which means that, for example, at 11 o'clock in the night, we are so active, which is against the nature. Now, what Anulom Vilom does is that it brings you a little closer to your nature, and it will make you sleep at night and it will make you be awake in the morning, which is very, very important. So, the closer to the nature you are, the better your immunity is in the body. The far from the nature you are, the lesser the immunity is in your body. Simple practice to do Anulom Vilom. Left hand stays in Chin Mudra on your knee. Right hand comes into Vishnu Mudra, which is your first 2 fingers folded. Index folded, middle folded. Use your thumb and your ring finger to close the nostrils. Now bring your elbow down and you can start with inhalation from your left. Try to take 4 counts. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Close your right and exhale from the left for 2, 3, 4. Inhale from your right for 2, 3, 4. Exhale from your left for 2, 3 and 4.
While we